The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the December 18th, the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. You can always send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio show question, and in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Les Show. Mixed bag out here. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all trading lower, 156 points, 19 points, and 39 points, respectively. The Russell's up 13, 0.7%. Some eyes are trading higher by 0.25%, 7 points. Gold is off. It's flat. Silver's down 10 cents. Light sweet crude up 52. 30-year Treasury is off 8 ticks. Leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside, you got 908 devices. CoStar Group. 908 is up $29. CoStar Group up 20. That's 2%. Tesla is up 19. Palo Alto Networks up 17. C3AI is up 17. To the downside, you got Amazon up $38. Google down 19. Booking Holdings 16. Bytewise 10. Crypto off 16. So we certainly have things to look at. We have so far 6 or 7 email requests. So as opposed to going straight to the markets out there, I'm going to go to some of these requests. I just want to make sure that we have everything. And although I think I'm getting a message about somebody on the phone or somebody on the phone from the UK, we have call ahead seating. So that's where we go. That's our priority. Is it Mozam that's calling?
Yes. Hi, Steve. It's Mozam. Just have a question about FireEye. It seems to be on fire today. And just wanted to see your perspective from a technical side. What do you think about the stock?
Sure. So FireEye, folks, ticker symbol there is FEYE, a gigantic wide-ranging bar today. Started off at about the 1460-ish area, trading at 1718. So big move out here. Where is it headed to next, or where is the next potential roadblock? And that price point is going to be 1805. So where that is coming from, I don't know if you are watching us on Tiger TV, if you can see that, but that's coming from the top of the monthly profile. And it was tested most recently back during the month of January of this year. Price got up there. It got up to a high of 1834 and turned down. So it found that area as resistance. Volume on that drive up there was about 78 million. So you're moving into that swing point with volume. So it's pretty good odds favor. What you're going to see is a test of that high at 1834. So that's what the market profile charts are telling us. Let's just go see if there's any other kind of signals out here. So on a daily basis, you've got a confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. So that's suggesting higher price. I don't have that drawn in here, but I can clearly see that. The weekly time frame, this is from a signal standpoint, closing above 1716 today, and you're at 1716 as we speak right now. 1716 is a TD9 breakdown level. Now, if you can close above that for that time period, it gives us a change in trend signal out there. So you're looking for, now it doesn't mean if it doesn't close above that you're automatically in trouble, but what we can say is that the weekly level of resistance held here. So we've got where we didn't have profile resistance, this is clearly resistance at 1716. And I'll just check for you on the monthly time frame, see if there's anything that I have out here on FireEye. And the answer there is 1842 is where it suggests it has resistance. So you've got 1842, you've got 1716, and then you've got, and if price can close over that 1716 level, probably an indication of 1805. Does that help you? Or what other questions do you have that I can assist you with?
Perfect. Thank you very much, Steve. Yeah, so 1716 and 1842, and then I will be watching for the closes, whether it closes below or above these price points.
Okay, perfect. Hey, thank you very much for the call, and we'll look forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.
You bet, you bet. So let's go to another request that we had out here. Tesla was the first one in. That was coming from, I believe it's Rich. Yeah, Rich was asking to take a look at Tesla. He's actually in Tesla. He sold some Tesla earlier in the day. So when we take a look at a profile standpoint, I don't know what the yellow line, oh, that's the consolidation. Okay, so what Tesla has done today is it has completed its measured move breakout. So the first yellow rectangular box, the lower one, was identifying the consolidation pattern. Price broke above the consolidation. When you break above the consolidation, it gives you a price objective that is equal to or greater than. Well, the equal to piece of it has been accomplished. Does that mean that the move is over? No, it's equal to or greater than. We take a look at where prices trade in relationship to its daily profiles. It's above the top of the above the top of the daily profile, above the top of the weekly, above the top of the monthly. So what we've got to do is go see, is there any other signals that Tesla is providing to us to suggest caution or anything else along those lines. So let's go open up my white background charts. And on those white background charts, we begin by taking a look at the daily time frame. We see prices moving higher, doing less relative energy. You're in wave number 7. That's letter G. That cannot be confirmed until we see a lower high, so the earliest would be Monday. The initial move lower today was nothing more than a test of support. Stevie's green line, currently priced at 654. So the daily says just caution, but not like a sell or anything along those lines. And that's really what Rich was looking for out there. So it suggests staying with the trade, or at least the portion of the trade that that you kept or retained. You're in wave number 7 on a weekly basis as well. But again, that can't be confirmed until the end of next week. So nothing to be concerned about. And price is still bullish here, meaning above the oscillator unchanged line. On the monthly time frame, with regard to Tesla, what do we have? Another wave 7 count. That's letter G, but again, and bar number 7 on the monthly basis. But remember, we can't get a confirmation of that until January out there. So the answer to the question with regard, Rich, is Tesla still looks good. It completed that measured move. If you were to see some type of bearish reversal candle on Monday and a close below 654, that would tell you prices headed to 607, 572, 536, or even 433. So thanks so much for writing in. And on the phone. Okay, we've got another caller on the phone, and it is Betty in Montreal, California. Is that correct? Do we have Betty?
Hi, Steve.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Where is Montreal, California?
No, Montreal, Canada.
Ah, okay, all right. I saw the CA. That's my fault. I know where Montreal, Canada is. I just wasn't familiar with Montreal, California. But,
I think there is a Montreal somewhere in the States, but not in California.
Okay, all right, perfect. So you would like to look at, is it Shopify?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to a break. Please hold on. We'll be right back.
Sure, no problem.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We're on the line with Betty in Montreal, California. And during that break there, Betty, I confirmed there is no Montreal, California. Only Montreal, Canada. So we're looking at Shopify, which is trading above the top of its daily, weekly, and monthly profile. So all of that is good news. Are you in the stock, and how can I help you?
Yes, I'm in the stock, and I'm just wondering, do I stay for the ride, or do I get out and wait for a pullback? I'm not sure what to do.
So at this stage of the game, you've got day one of a consolidation breakout. So it seems like we had a lot of consolidations going on inside the market. Makes a lot of sense because the NQ, the ES, and the Dow had been in consolidation pattern. So it's not that odd for us to see this number of consolidation in individual stocks. And that's on the weekly time frame. I've drawn that in, and that is the rectangle, and it's a clear consolidation. This is a clear break of it. Now, it's only the first week or the first day of a break of that consolidation. It's taking on the swing point that began the week of August 31st. There were 12 million shares there. You're trading above it with a lot lighter volume, only 8 million shares today, but that's okay. We're in this light volume-ish type market. You have that consolidation breakout, and with price being above all the profile levels, that suggests that this is going to move up to 1342.26. So it's from a profile perspective and from a consolidation pattern perspective, it says to stay with the trade. Now, I'm going to pull over my other white background charts just in case there's some other kind of topping signal that's present. And so let's begin by taking a look at the daily time frame. And then the daily time frame here, I see that Shopify, I don't think this is 1 second here, make sure. Yeah, okay. That was, by the way, Betty, that was just me talking to myself. So sorry to confuse you there. But with regard to the daily time frame, you've got an A to B equals CD pattern that is underway. I don't see any other I don't see any topping signal. So that's a positive. On a weekly basis, we can see that price is now taking out or trying to take out the resistance. You'd love to see this close above 1146.91, and you're at 1171.06. So closing above 1146.91 will have negated the prior sell signal, and that's always a positive as well. So that is suggesting to stay with the trade. The monthly time frame chart, there's really not anything here to suggest exiting this trade, especially price trading above the top of its profile levels out there. So this says to stay. Does that help you out?
Sounds great. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Of course, it's only going to help you out if I'm correct. So,
you usually are.
Okay, good. All right, thanks. Thanks, Betty. I appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Same to you. Let's go out to Brent in Martinez, California. Brent, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Steve. I'm actually in Martinez, Canada. Just kidding.
Perfect. Okay. I'll get my country straight here. Gotta love the sense of humor. That's perfect. I see, Brett. I'm so used to the production room typing in, hey, it's Brent from, and they'll put in Martinez-CA. And so as I'm multitasking here, that's what I saw. This Montreal, the CA. I was focused on the CA. So
yeah, it's got to be California.
It got to be California, right? Until I really realized what I was saying, and then I realized how stupid I sounded. But that's part of doing this live stuff. You know, you can put your foot in your mouth real easily, and I just did that. But in any event, let's get to Occidental Petroleum, which is pulling back today and is below the center of its bearish structured profile, suggesting that this might be pulling back to 1626. But how can I help you on Occidental Petroleum?
Yeah, that was my question. I got out of this back a few days. You know, my target was up in the 20s somewhere. It did that, got to 21 and change. It had actually a pretty quick trade, really taken from the November low up to,
yes,
you know, not much more than a month. It had over a double. So that's, you know, at some point you're just getting greedy if you don't take your money. But I was real happy with that when it worked out well. And then I'm not even sure I'm going to buy back in, to be honest with you. A lot of times when something has worked as well as that did, it doesn't always make sense to revisit it. It just depends on how it acts. And I wanted to, maybe you could give some levels to be watching on the other direction.
Absolutely. So the cool thing here, patterns repeat. And so on the daily time frame, when this was making its bottom back in the late October timeframe, really two bottoming patterns. There was the Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but there was also wave number 7, and that was letter G. Interestingly enough, around the time period that you sold, this got to wave number 7 or letter G out there. And then it had that big move to the downside. Now, price is below the oscillator and change line. It's green. We're in day number 3 of a TD9 count, and it's a bearish structured profile. And my experience is when you see price close below the center of a bearish structured profile, typically sellers should have the energy to push price down to support. In this case here, it's 1626. If price closed below 1626, that would be giving us a signal of 1225. That's the daily time frame chart. So the sell makes sense, most certainly, and it most certainly makes sense now when we can see how price yesterday closed below the oscillator and change line, and today there's follow through to the downside. The weekly time frame chart out here, it had broken above last week 1883, and that was a positive. 1883 was a TD9 breakdown level. The price right now is just below that. And as far as assessment, I even though I haven't really seen this that often, to me it would say it was a false breakout if it closed below 1883 today, which just simply ensures or gives a higher probability of price moving back to test the bottom of that profile out there. And there's really nothing on the monthly time frame. So to the extent that you do want to revisit it, I think it's more in that 16 area, 1626 right now, that we should be looking for.
Yeah, and like you said, if that doesn't hold, then it could go lower. So I'll be patient. And again, I'm not positive I'm going to do anything, but it just depends how it acts and how it, some of these different levels that it's going to come up against, how it handles that. So
absolutely,
I'll keep an eye on it. I appreciate it so much, Steve. Just have a great weekend, and I'll plan on talking to you soon.
Will do. You do the same. Thank you very much. That was Brent in Martinez, Canada, calling. And so we'll get one more caller from some other country, I'm sure, that Stevie can botch up. So I know we've got some other requests out here. So let me get to those. We've only gotten, I think, to really one. So let me see if I can get to the next one here. And that is from Jared. And Jared wants to take a look at fuel cell, CEL is the ticker symbol. So let's get that back to our 3 time frame charts out here. What I might do is skip those 3 time frame charts just for now because we have a number of requests. I just would like to make sure that I get to all of them, and I can pretty much accomplish the same thing here, just looking at our white background charts. So with regard to fuel cell, Jared is asking, what do your tools say about today's move in fuel cell? Along 804, not holding long term. Okay, well, so closing above 916 today on the daily basis is a positive for you because that would be a close above the oscillator and change line, which is green. That means we have a rising price oscillator. This would say a rising price oscillator above 0. And the signal there, Jared, is that price should go target its swing point. I don't know if it's all-time swing point high from a couple of weeks ago up into that 11 and a quarter-ish type area. I don't have the exact price, but it looks to me like that's where it's headed to. The weekly time frame chart, its signal to you is bullish. The next resistance area, and it held as resistance, this is fuel cell, was at 1086 area. So you're at 959. I said go back and revisit the highs. So the highs to 1086 would be the range you're looking at. Monthly time frame chart, that's not going to help us out. So Jared, my thoughts are, or the chart's thoughts are, you like today's action, and it is suggesting a continued move higher. Best of luck with that trade. Steve Rhodes with TFNN, and I'm actually in Delray Beach, Florida. I do know where I'm at, I think. We'll be right back. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archived workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 173, S&P off 22. Let's go to our next question. This one coming in from Kay, and Kay in South Carolina. Kay, thanks for writing in. Kay says, can you look at the Russell 2000 equity futures contract and tell us how much higher it can go? Where would it need to fail for this move to be done? So we take a look at the Russell 2000, the equity futures contract. That's going to be on your right-hand panel out here. And you can see trading above daily and weekly profiles. In fact, to answer Kay's question, we're going to go to our 4 time frame set of charts here for the Russell 2000. It answers the question, where is it that price can go? So remember, we don't have a consolidation pattern inside the Russell 2000. We only have those inside the ES, the NQ, and the YM. Here is the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly time frame for this instrument. Price is traded above all of the profiles that Stevie has for you. And price right now is trading above 1977. Now we're at 1985, and somebody might ask the question, that 9 points, is that really going to make all the difference in the world? Well, if price can close above, now it's a quarterly chart that I'm looking at, but it would work out the same way on the monthly and even the dailies. If price can close above 1977.10, it will have broken through a Fibonacci expansion level. That's the 1.272 expansion. And on the larger scale, K, the next Fibonacci expansion price target, I said that slow because I knew I would screw it up, but I didn't, so I caught myself there, will be 22.59. Now, before price gets to 22.59, there may be some pit stops along the way or maybe even a top. There is an A to B equals CD pattern. If you look at the weekly chart, I've got that drawn in here. Price is above the 1-to-1 level. The retracement on there, less than a 0.382. It's 37.49. So suggesting a strong move. But its next upside price target, K, is 2063. Now, that doesn't answer K's question about, where would the Russell 2000, what does it need to do to suggest that it's done? Well, because of the A to B equals CD pattern, that's the only pattern that's in play, Kay. We need to see some type of bearish reversal candle, at least on the daily basis out there. And then if we see a bearish reversal candle on the daily basis, what we don't know right now, while there's no new profile, is 1862 old resistance going to become new support? And if it doesn't, then will 1829 or 1807. But right now, any pullback to just test 1862, which would be a nice move, that's a 120-point move inside the Russell 2000. People would think that the move is over. That would really only be pulling back to test a level of support. But right now, to answer your question, the first bearish candle that shows up could stall the move. And then we would need to take a look at that. We'd look at the oscillator and change line at that stage. And we would also then go to short-term time frame charts, such as a 30-minute chart. Let's go do that anyways for the Russell 2000. Let's pull this over here. And then what we would be looking for are breaks of support. And by breaks of support, I'm looking at key breaks of support. And right now on a 30-minute time frame chart, the key break of support would be 1971.40. 1971.40 is the TD9 breakout level. I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame chart. We see that as 1:30, this did trigger a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but not a bearish reversal candle. Okay, and that's what I like to see. So if we do get some type of bearish reversal candle over the course of the next hour or so, that could signal that we've got a short-term top and you would be expecting price to pull back. Now, pull back to where? The likely price targets are between 1976 and 1980. So right now we're just looking at the short-term time frame out here. And those would become the target areas. If price were to close below 1976, then it's that 1971.40 level out there. So, okay, I hope that helps you out with regard to the Russell 2000, and thanks so much for writing in. Let's go out to Philadelphia and speak with John. John, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Hi, doing well. How about you?
I am doing well, and it's Jeff. I'm sorry, I said John, but it's Jeff. My apology. I think I've done that to you twice.
That's okay.
And I've probably worn out that carpet. My apology. But
no problem. The reason I was calling is I'm currently long March natural gas futures, the mini contract, and it still looks bullish to me, but I'm very concerned about holding it over the weekend. If I just exit now, I'll take a loss a little bit, and I'd like to hold it over the weekend, but it just, represents a lot of risk for me, and I wanted to see what your, technical analysis predicts or shows for it.
Well, let's see. It's the week before Christmas, And all through the house of TFNN, we heard you say that you're concerned about holding it for the weekend. And I'm going to say then don't hold it for the weekend. Because it sounds like just a trade for you. Now, I'm going to give you the analysis of what the March natural gas contract is doing, but I just heard enough of concern that you say you have a little bit of a loss, but keep your losses small out there. Do I have a reason to tell you to sell natural gas? So let's do it like this. Let's just take a look at the short-term time frame. So when you got so here, let's just take a look at what's going on in the short-term time frame, because maybe that helps you understand a little bit of the pullback.
Also, I should say, I didn't say that I'm trading it on the daily chart.
You're using the daily chart for your decisions.
Right.
No problem. But just to help you and others understand what natural gas is doing, and just simply from a pattern standpoint, at 10 o'clock this morning, natural gas spiked higher, and during that spike higher, it got to wave number 7. That is letter G on my screen. And what we know is wave number 7s can be a change in trend signal. Now, the change in trend is only for the 30-minute time frame. That has worked at this stage here, and price has support at $2.63. If we see a close below that, there's very good chance that what price is going to do is go test the spike low from yesterday down around the 259 area. So this would then suggest if price closes below 263 and you're concerned about holding it over the weekend, this would be saying, well, then don't hold it over the weekend. Of course, that's a 30-minute time frame chart, and you said you're using the daily chart to make your trade decision. So on a daily time frame chart, what natural gas has done is this has generated a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, and prices trade above the top of the daily profile, which is at 254, and there's no other topping signal. Just really a stalling pattern. We've seen a little bit of a sideways move over the last 4 or 5 trading sessions on a daily basis. That doesn't mean that it can't pull back. Doesn't mean it won't pull back to 254. But I don't have a reason to tell you to sell from a daily time frame chart. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, perfect sense. It's kind of consolidating. It's kind of a neutral stance, and could go either way. So
it could.
It sounds like it just comes down to my risk tolerance. If I'm uncomfortable, then get out and I can get back in on Monday.
That's really what it boils down to, and you're exactly right. And you can pop right back into that trade on Monday, on Sunday.
Of course, the greed factor says that it's going to gap up on Monday.
Well, but so then you'll get in it and you'll chase it. If we look at if I look at the March contract, which is what you're trading, you can also see a little. So this is going to be panel number 2 from the left on my screen, because the January contract is still the active contract for the next few days. But see that descending trend line? You can see that in both the March contract. You can see that in the February contract. So that's another reason
right
for you to, and that's another reason for you to go ahead and take a small loss and then maybe get back in. You've got that resistance up there, okay?
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Jeff, and have a great weekend. We'll be right back.
You too.
Hi, folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins, too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. One of our YouTubers wondering whether there's anything to be concerned about with regard to Nike today. Well, what Nike is confirming today is a Rhodes momentum indicator top. So you've got a bearish engulfing candle. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end of the day, but assuming it's still a bearish engulfing candle, you've got price below the top of its daily profile, price below the oscillator unchanged line. The question is, has it really just hit support? So that was a bearish structured profile, still is a bearish structured profile, and price had closed above it. And it closed above it yesterday, and it's now pulled back. And so now you've got a confirming top, but on a pullback, when price jumps back into a bearish structured profile, where it should really find resistance is the center line. Remember, at the center, both buyers and sellers believe there's fair value. That's 137.62. So we really won't know at this stage here. So the signal is neutral from my standpoint. You've got a confirmed top, but on the pullback here, there is a valid level of support that price is traded back to. But price is still within inside that box. And as long as price closes below 139.39 today, it's neutral. And that's the best that I can share with you. If price does continue to pull back, if price closes below 137.62, then the signal is that price should pull back to 132.69. It's breakout level, and that's what I'd be looking for. So that is for one of our YouTubers out there. Let's go to another question coming in by email. This one coming in from Cameron. And Cameron says, what's a good entry point for MSTR? So we're just going to just pull this chart over here. I've got the profiles on it, and just to conserve time. So a good entry point on the daily time frame, toughy. So the answer to your question, a good entry point would be between 243 and 257. That is the bullish structured profile levels, the bottom and the center, but price is above the top of the profile. So unfortunately, Cameron, I can't, there's no indication here that price is actually going to go ahead and pull back to that area. So what do we know about MSTR? It has a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator top. It confirmed that pattern when this gap to the downside, and you can see this gap right here was on the trading day of December the 8th. So we still have a confirmed sell signal. Price is below Stevie's green line, but we can see how the top of the profile has acted as support, and price is trading above that. And so if I wish it didn't have the topping signal out there, and it does. So again, here's another instrument that is in really a neutral position out here. But the answer to your question, because of the existing top, because this could set up an A to B equals CD to the downside, that would take price into that bullish structured profile. Your entry point is between 243 and 257, at least as of 1:45 in the afternoon on December the 18th. Thank you so much, Cameron, for writing in. Hector and Patty, they are the fuel injectors, would like to take a look at the energy sector, and that is XLE. So let's go ahead and pull that over here. And that's okay. You're going to listen to it on the archive, but thank you for doing that. The question is, XLF, if all goes according to plan, we should see a potential TD9 bottom out here. Well, okay, that's possible. We're only in bar number 3. And you're saying about December 28th to 29th. What are your thoughts? Hector and Patty, you guys are good. I don't have that. I don't have that foresight. And I'm glad you're on my team out here. So we're going to just have to note that. December 28th and 29th, that is when the XLE is going to bottom. And it could. And how Hector probably got there was just taking a look at the TD9 count pattern. So kudos to you. We'll have to wait until we see that happen. Right now, what we know about XLE is no topping pattern on the daily time frame. And price is just simply consolidating sideways. Now, the consolidation will be broken if price closes below 39.16. So Patty and Hector, as you listen to this archive, if price closes below 39.16 today, you're absolutely onto something. If price doesn't close below 39.16 today, it just means you might be onto something on Monday. But what you need to see in order to come to that fruition, most likely, is price to break through that bottom of that daily bullish structured profile out there. So thanks for writing in, and let me know around the around the end of this year where the XLE is at. Michael P. wants to take a look at Bitcoin, I believe. That's one instrument. Another one says IPOC. So let's see if we can pull this off for Michael. And he sold Bitcoin, looking for a pullback. And so let's go take a look at Bitcoin. Let's pull over our currency set of charts out here. And let's go look at Bitcoin right here, trading out at 22,865. You've got wave number 7. That is letter G. We can see that. We can see price moving higher, doing less relative energy. That pattern has not confirmed. Looks like you're going to get a confirmed wave number 7. That would say you're looking to re-enter on this. So the first level of support on a retracement here, Michael, is going to be 21,249. That's the oscillator unchanged line. If price closes below that, then the area that you're looking at from a purchase standpoint is between 18,958 and 19,650. That is the bearish structured profile that price closed above 3 days ago. Remember, that's the area. If price can pull back in that area, that's where you would expect it to find support, really at 18,958. A close below that is going to open up 15,520 to 17,806. So again, with regard to Bitcoin, wave number 7, that's a confirming topping signal. That's going to be in place today. Likely price is going to pull back and test the oscillator and change line, 21,249. And then if price can get below that, we're looking at its profiles. And then finally, the move back would be 15,520. And that would be the ultimate buy when you take a look at Bitcoin. Michael also requests if we could take a look at ticker symbol IPOC, or I believe that's what you had requested. So let's go ahead and pull IPOC over on my screen. Again, we're looking at the white background charts out here. It looks like it's going to break 12 and head to 15 is what Michael is noting out here. And I would say heading to 13.19 to be exact. Not that it can't get to 15, but 13.19, Michael, is the TD9 breakdown level on the daily time frame. It is trying to get above a swing point. That could generate an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. That might get into your 15 area. But nonetheless, 13.19 is going to be your first resistance level on the way up. It has triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but again, no problem unless a bearish reversal candle forms. The weekly chart out here, what does it do for us? Not much, because it's a IPO that takes us back into June. But there's still no topping signal here. 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame says we could see a pullback. It formed bar number 8 at 1:30. It should form bar number 9 by 2 p.m. The oscillator and change line has changed colors from red to green. Typically, what we see over the coming session, so it doesn't necessarily have to be today, is a test of price and that level. And that level happens to be 1148. So overall, IPOC looks like it wants to run higher. In the very short term, looks like we have a little bit of a pullback out there, but nothing unusual. In fact, everything here acting very normal. So, Mike, I hope that helps you out. Best of luck. Happy holidays, and thanks so much for writing in. Let's see if we've got another question. I believe we do. No, that's not a question. I got it. Okay, so that one is just a personal email that I will answer. Yeah, that's cool. We got through all the questions. If there was a question in the Tiger's Den, you need me to look at something real quickly as we go into that last break out here, our last 2 minutes, type it in and I'll try to get to it. Otherwise, we'll just take a look at the general markets, what they're doing, what to watch for when we get back from this break.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based, vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So I just kind of was gleaming through the charts here during that break, see if I could come up with some morsel, some nice, juicy morsel for each of us out here. And I think that I have come up with that. So I'm looking at the cash indice, the NDX 100. And here's what we know about it. We know that coming off of the November lows, we are in wave number 7. That's letter G. We've taken a look at a few charts today from folks that saw tops occur with wave number 7. Now, this wave number 7 can't be confirmed until Monday because it needs to see a lower high. First pattern. Second pattern, price has been rising, doing less relative energy. Those are the black diagonal lines drawn on my screen as part of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator elements. In order to get a confirmed top, you need to have a bearish reversal signal. Well, at this stage of the game, the NDX 100 has a bearish engulfing candle. The next step is price must break some level of support. Well, that level of support inside the NDX 100 is going to be the oscillator and change line. And at this stage here, see how price has tested and rejected that level. What that means right now is our signals for the daily time frame for the NDX 100 are neutral, because you have an absolute confirming topping signal, and you also have a key level of support that is held. If price can close below the oscillator and change line, then that sets up a further retracement. It could be a retracement all the way back to 11,878. But the signal that is the only signal that I can find, or the only signal I've found so far, is really what I should say, is inside the NDX 100. And that says, well, all we need to do is really keep our eyes on the Qs, and we keep our NQs, really, and we should take a look at what's going on in the short-term time frame. In the short-term time frame this morning, that pullback, that was a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that was generated at 9:30, a nice little shooting star candle that confirmed the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. And where does price pull back to? Its breakout level, 12,672. Watch 12,672 throughout the day. A close below that says we're headed lower. You didn't need me to tell you that, but you did need me to tell you that 12,672 was a key level of support. Folks, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. Your favorite polar bear. Up next, Tom O'Brien to take us on home, and I'll see you on Magical Monday. Have a magical, magnificent, marvelous weekend. Take care.